On YouTube. Coming back with a video here on Death Note. It's a Netflix original film. Right now, I honestly just read all the comments on Netflix. I've watched the movie. It was released at 3 o'clock in the morning Eastern Time. So, honestly, as of recording this, the movie is an hour and 40 minutes long. So, just so you know that, it is 4:47. So, literally, I started the movie 3 minutes after it was released on Netflix. I watched the entirety of the movie and got ready to record this. So this is where you know where this is coming from, and the reason I state that is because all of these comments on here are garbage. Some of them I do give credibility to. They rated the movie very poorly, which I don't completely agree with, but there's no possible way, as of me writing mine on here, the closest one that could have finished the movie, because I literally just got in here, the closest one that could have finished the movie was an hour and 20 minutes, which left 15 minutes of the movie, which is the whole ending of the movie. So if they watched it from the minute it started, there's no possibility they finished the movie without skipping parts or turning it off and complaining. So to get into that, give you a little backstory. If you have not watched Death Note, the anime, this is still a decent movie to pick up. It does kind of imply that you know a little bit about the storyline, though, because honestly, it's an hour and 40 minutes, which is a decent sized movie, but for how much stuff they tried to fit in, the original is not a super long anime, but it's at least 7, 8 hours put in together. So this is only an hour and 40 minutes. To fit all that in, it's pretty hard. Overall, the movie, personally for me, I did enjoy it. It was not the best movie. I knew going in. I've watched some stuff on the movie itself from the previews. You knew that it was going to be a remake based in America, so they were not going to keep Light Yagami as his name. That's not going to happen. Making sure I had that right. Like, we're going to Google while I'm in here. Sorry for seeing my amazing fingers here, but I don't want to get anything wrong so I don't get crucified, because it's already happening on Netflix. Honestly, there was only one rating that was above 1, and it was of someone who said, if you watch the whole movie, you can give it, yes, Light Yagami. I was correct on that. They weren't going to keep the last name that, so they changed it to Light Turner, which got some crap from the beginning. That's beside the point. If you see that it's a remake to an American version, because in the thing you clearly see the Seattle skyline and stuff like that, so you should have already known that it was going to be a remake on there. Movie's an hour and 40 minutes long, keeps all the characters that you can think of. Misa, which is one of the characters in the manga and anime, is now Mia. Of course, everybody called that also in these. The only good comments that they're saying is Ryuk, which is the death god in the movie. They're saying that he was voiced very well and that he actually liked apples, and that was the only thing that they kept from the story. Not true. If you watch the whole thing, I do get where they're trying to say rip off. I'm actually reading these. The only thing that was good was Ryuk's voice acting, which I will agree was very good. He holds to his original character. But overall, I just think people are ripping into this movie just because it's not anime and it's not based in Japan. There's only, or wherever it was in the original, is why they're giving it such a hard time. I understand that it's probably not what most people were looking for, and the people who stayed up to watch it were probably not happy with that. But again, every one of these comments says, I turned it off because it was so bad. I turned it off in the first 30 minutes because it was annoying me that they did not keep the main plot line. So it's a whole bunch of that. The problem I see with keeping the original plot line is that you cannot make multiple movies. At the end of this, they did leave a cliffhanger for another movie. If this turns out to be well, I do not see there being another one due to the amount of hate that it has literally gotten in the 2 hours it has been out. And I'm going to go back and see how many more comments. Yep, 8 more comments. Yeah, so it's just a whole bunch of people hating on the movie. The only one that's decent, like the only nice comment was the one so far that I've left. I'm not saying that mine's right, but in my opinion, oh, here we go. Finally, people who've actually, sorry, I know this sounds like a ranting. I kind of am. Overall, I'm going to give you a synopsis of the movie. If you watch the anime, of course, you already know some of the base storyline. Really, they just keep they keep the story. People are complaining that they don't, but it's because they don't watch the full movie. At the end, it does tie together. They were upset because L, which is one of the main detectives in the movie, was black in this case. They are mad that he is not Asian descent. They say they completely changed how he act. No, in the anime he completely loved candy. In this one, completely loved candy and doesn't sleep due to the fact that he eats so much candy, unless he has Watari, his keeper, with him. Also, beyond that point, they say that he isn't the same character. Well, the first time you see him, he's not. And the first time you see him, he's out in the field. I'll give you that. But if you watch past the first 45 minutes of the movie, you do see him take on the weird quirks that L has in the original series. And even with L, he releases his face in the movie and does it in the anime the same way, challenging challenging Light to kill him. So everything is the same, but people did not watch the movie. They literally came to find it, complained within the first 30 seconds, and left. I get there being this white guy, how they kind of made him light. They changed how he was. I don't know. They changed how he was. I don't agree with that completely. They made him like a scared little kid at the beginning when he first finds Ryuk, and stuff like that. But it's just the amount of hate this movie's getting. I don't see there being a second one made. Especially everybody's just saying they turned it off in the first 30 minutes. Honestly, though, the movie was good. Wish it was a little longer. Only reason for that being was just kind of went by quick. I don't know if watching this, you watch this, Book of Eli. That was also kind of long movie, but every time I watch it, it goes through very quick. But I think the reason for that being is they jump so quick to tell the story quickly, because honestly, the movie could have been easy 3 hours with the stuff they've put in, and probably would have cleared up some stuff for us. But as long as you've watched the anime, you'll definitely understand it. Even if you haven't watched the anime, go check it out. Let me know what you think. Honestly, 4 out of 5 for me. I will go watch it again, definitely. But I will be making a series on some of the things that were wrong. I've seen a lot of big YouTubers posting. They've been posting how the trailers were posted. They've been putting out about that, how it's not holding to the storyline just through the trailers, but then when you watch the movie, if you pick out the points in the trailers people picked out, they were mistaken in what they saw. So again, it's everybody giving it hate before they actually watch the movie. I understand if I probably go back and watch it again, I may see some things they pick up on, but there's multiple people who in the trailer were talking about how the Death Note was given to Light. No, it wasn't. He was in a schoolyard sitting down doing other people's homework, and the book fell out and he picked it up. People were saying he's in some type of cemetery because they mentioned his mom dying, and he's in a cemetery and they give it to him. No, it happened the same way it did in the anime. It was dropped near him. He happened to see it and pick it up. That is the same way. He was not some cemetery getting to pick it up. So just honestly, if you watch the movie, give it a chance. Check out the anime if you haven't already watched it, and let me know how close you think it is. Of course, they changed a lot of stuff to leave it open for another movie at the end. But if you read it, the manga, and watch the movie or watch the anime, you'll definitely see where they pick up together. Kind of fleshed it out more for the movie. Again, leaving it open to do more. I just don't see it happening. But let me know what you think of the movie. I personally think it was good. Hopefully we'll get more stuff like this, even if it's not Death Note 2 or whatever they want to call it after this. Hopefully we'll get some of other anime movies. Because at least now they're coming over here and getting a little more acceptance. Probably not from the right people, but you never know. Thanks for watching. Let me know what other movies you'd like me to do a review of. Sorry for the rant in this video. I just really hated that. I may just do a whole different video of reading these comments and how arrogant they are. But, again, tell me if I'm wrong in the comments, and I'll gladly talk with you about it. Just, if you watch this, or if you listen to this, go watch it. Let me know what you think. If you think I'm wrong, tell me. I'll have a conversation with you about it, and we can try and get to it. But I just personally don't think the movie was that bad. I just think everybody is a little butthurt that they made it more of a Western side of the world movie instead of actually taking it back to an Asian culture, which is really what I think the main problem is with the people. Anyways, peace out.